Welcome to Uma Sessions. My name is Kamryn. I'm so excited to introduce this next band. If you know them, you know how fun their shows are. They have backyard shows and it's always a banger. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to the Bishop Boys.
Halfway there, are we falling? Can I stop it if I want it? I don't wanna take it far. Walking out to my car. Time to stop while you're moving on. Had the heart, but it's too far gone. I don't wanna take it far. Driving out in my car. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs. And we just keep moving on. Lord, I'm trying to right my wrongs.
Thank you.
So tell me about like your origin story in terms of like how you two came together musically in this way. How did this project come about?
The Bishop Boys project started before the jazz thing. Like we met in high school. We were writing Bishop Boys songs like even before we had started the jazz band. So this is something that started like very early. Like I was maybe 16 and Austin was 17 when we started.
Oh,
doing
okay.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Something
we
like
had
that.
met in like when I was in grade 10, you were in grade 9. And
Yeah.
then by the next year, we had like started playing in high school jazz band or whatever, and then we had written our first song by the next year.
Your latest album is Old Friends Brief Ends, which is kind of a nostalgic kind of look back of you guys throughout the years. And can you tell me a little bit about like how your music is changing to now?
We started very folky. Like some of our primary influences were like Wilco and Bob Dylan and, you know, like just singer-songwriter guitar stuff. Very stripped down guitar, you know, drums, bass type of thing. And now it's moving into like, you know, more harmonically dense, more soul, jazz inspired.
More influenced by like the old Motown style of production with like many layers of different instruments and percussion and whatnot. I think, you know, when we first started recording, it was like anything you laid down in the studio was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And meanwhile, it's like 2 guitar chords and like a shaker.
And I think also like if you've been following us, you've probably noticed that our band continues to grow. It's like we just keep adding on musicians. I mean, we've got like a slide guitar at some points, horns, strings, you know, so it's just becoming more and more, I guess, complex and dense.
Because we work with like, I mean, a lot of the best musicians in the city, right? So I mean, as we keep meeting these people, you start thinking of ways like, how can we get this guy or this girl on our recording and get them involved somehow, right? So you end up writing parts for them and bringing them in and seeing if it works, and usually it does because they're great musicians.
When I listen to bands from Windsor, I always was like, wow, I can't believe this sound was influenced by this city. What inspires you guys about this city? Because your album was largely inspired by Windsor.
A lot of the reason why we did the artwork like that, why we wanted to make such a point of like, this is a Windsor album, is because it took us so long to put this album together. We kind of almost said like, well, there's so many memories of us living in this city, of us, you know, growing up in this city, that this is kind of what makes the most sense to tie everything together.
It's the people and the places and the things and whatever, all of the collective experiences that we've had through living here that have kind of inspired the album. You know, like being in high school together, all the friends that we've made, and friends that have inspired songs, so hence Old Friends Brief Ends. You know, there's just so much that we've experienced here that, you know, this is kind of what's representative of our music. You know,
Say someone from a different city is saying, oh, what's Windsor's music scene like? How would you kind of elevate or pitch?
Yeah, I mean, I think one word that definitely comes to mind is eclectic. I mean, you know, it's a relatively small city, but yet there's a huge expanse of music. I mean, there's like, you know, pop punk you can find at bars downtown. There's like, you know, dad bands also at many bars, and then you've got like, you know, the Windsor Symphony Orchestra on the complete other end of the spectrum. There's jazz influence. I don't know. I think for me, probably eclectic is the right word to describe the scene here.
I don't know what the right word is for it per se, but almost open-minded or open. Like an openness to music, to all different types of music. I see that a lot. There's a lot of overlap with, you know, because we played in a jazz group for many years, and then now doing the folk and indie rock thing for a couple of years as well. And you see a lot of overlap with audiences and whatnot, and just people that are appreciators of music. My favorite quote is by Duke Ellington. He said, "If it sounds good, it is good." And I think a lot of people take that to heart here in Windsor.
We wrote this next song during the pandemic, actually. This is called Dark Days.
Maybe we could start a balcony band, sing from the rooftops, I'm your no-hand man. All the dark days come a long way. Front lines and fences, it's a no man's land. God bless the superhero medicine man. All the dark days come a long way. Sometimes we need to get lost to find our way. Don't talk all day, but don't talk slow. I'm dying to know. screens. All the dark days come a long way. Driving in the dark, got nowhere to be. Rice in the street and now I can't breathe. All the dark days will never come a long way. Sometimes we need to get lost to find our way. Don't talk all day, but don't talk slow. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. New York City, stand still. Minnesota mess. Detroit City's dying all over again. Sometimes we need to get lost to find our way. Don't talk all day, but don't talk slow. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Uma Sessions, Bishop Boys, take one.
The band that backs you up is the jazz band that you guys are a part of also. So what's the process like in terms of writing your songs?
I think a lot of what you might hear on like the album was a lot of experimentation in the studio. That's kind of how that came about. I
Do
mean,
you have the full band with you when you?
no, it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
mostly just the two of us.
Okay.
But there are times like when we bring in certain people and say like, I have no idea what it needs, and you might. But most of the time, I'd say it starts with like chords, right? It starts with the harmonic aspect, and then we don't write lyrics until much later, until the song's really more fleshed out.
To your point about, kind of this being a collaborative thing and working with a lot of different musicians, I think there's been a lot of times also, like I distinctly remember one time on Peely Island where we were playing a song, we had recorded something in the album and we weren't like completely happy with it, and just playing it live and being there with everyone else and kind of feeling where the pulse is, and that is kind of informed by all of us playing together and knowing what feels good to everyone, and then we go back and change it according to the way that it sounded live, and that's influenced by everyone.
So I know like you guys do some, you tour the area a little bit. Like, do you have a special connection to Peely Island, or like what was that inspired by, that EP?
One of our first big gigs that we did as a band was the Peely Island Unplugged Festival.
Oh yeah.
We were asked to play the festival, and so we had recorded like a couple tunes just ourselves in the studio, and then this was the first time when we said like, hey, we have to put a band together for this big show. When we got to play that show with the full band and actually hear those compositions out in the air and see people reacting to them, that was kind of a moment for us where we said, hey, like this is really special. The whole way the Peely Island Unplugged Festival works is you kind of camp there for a few days too. So we ended up camping there for a few days, and after our set we went down to the beach and threw rocks into the lake and whatnot. So it's just like, it was a special place for us, and then we kind of had a few tunes that were inspired by that, I guess. And then we said, hey, let's go back to the island and record them all. We ended up staying there for an entire weekend, and the first 2 days we put in like 13, 14-hour days of just like straight recording all the way through.
Oh, wow.
So we were pretty ambitious in the sense that, let's go there and get the whole album done from scratch.
Are you guys working on any projects now?
Yeah, for sure. I think that there's some stuff in the works.
On this session, we'll actually be playing a tune that we've never played live before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
kind of a newer tune.
Yeah.
And it's one of like a collection of tunes that we've been working on for the last couple of years, and it's more of a project that's more of like the dancey stuff and more influenced by what I would say like Wolfpack, the like Motown type stuff. So we've got a lot of stuff that is influenced by that has kind of just been put on the back burner for the last few years that we'd love to, start working on again and get that stuff out.
We've been writing together since we were in high school, so like 2017, 2018-ish.
Something like that.
So a lot of these are older tunes, but we're going to play a brand new tune tonight that we have never played before live. So this one's called Make You Mine.
And by brand new, it's like 2 years old, but...
Ain't no coffee for my fever. I've been high, Lord, and it's too hard to please her. Can't decide where and when and if I need her by my side, Lord, and it's too hard to leave her. I don't know if I've been right. Baby, is it good tonight? I don't know if I've been wrong. It's your word I'm living on. Talking through the morning lights just to see those dashboard sights. Trying to make it through the night. Misconnections, lonely eyes. Ain't no coffee for my fever. I've been high, Lord, and it's too hard to please her. Can't decide where, when, and if I need her by my side, Lord, and it's too hard to leave her. Sorry sight for easy eyes. We've been living bloodshot lives. Draw the windows, close the blinds. Let's pretend we see the signs. Mid-September, late July. Baby, why are you still shy? We don't even have to try. Hold my hand, I'll make you mine. Ain't no coffee for my fever. I've been high, but it's too hard to please her. Can't decide where, when, and if I need her by my side, Lord, and it's too hard to leave her.
Thank you, thank you.
This is crazy. We did 6 episodes of this show. This is absolutely a dream come true. And I think it's very fitting that the Bishop Boys were the finale of our season. So much of their music is inspired by Windsor, as they said. And I think it's amazing the value that artists bring to a city. So I want to thank you guys again. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to thank all the artists that have been a part of this project since the beginning. A big round of applause to you guys. Thank you so much.